So let's talk about what profile building is for EB1A and what it is not. Specifically, 3 things that you should definitely not do if you want to build a strong EB1A profile instead of spending time on things that actually don't help with your EB1A profile. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jason and I work with several top immigration lawyers, which is where my EB1A profile building insights come from. I also run a paid newsletter for $12 per month, through which you can get access to my newsletter resources, which includes a profile building opportunities database that lists over 400 opportunities categorized by field and criteria. You will also get access to my private group where members have been able to find co-authors for papers and articles, have been able to find collaborators in general for profile building, and have also been able to find opportunities shared by other members. If you're interested in these resources, check out the link in the comments. But going back to the video, what should you not be doing when profile building for EB1A? The first thing you shouldn't be doing is you shouldn't be focusing on AO decisions and approval rates and adjudication trends. None of that really matters. Stop trying to understand what a lawyer needs to understand to present your profile. You just need to be focusing on activities that help show that you've risen to the top of your field. The second thing is don't just apply for opportunities. Look for opportunities that do not have calls for applications and target those opportunities instead of just focusing on ones that do have calls for applications. You'd be surprised the kinds of opportunities you can come across if you just reach out to the organizers of these opportunities that do not have open calls for speakers or open calls for applications. The third thing is that EB1A profile building is not about meeting as many criteria as possible. It is not about targeting 7 to 8 criteria. And no, more criteria does not mean a stronger argument. Think about it this way. Your EB1A profile is about the strength of your argument that you have risen to the top of your field. If you keep adding more generic and low quality activities that fit the criteria, but don't strengthen your argument that you've risen to the top of your field, which is the real focus of EB1A, then you don't really have much to add to your profile. And you're really just opening up more questions around your profile. Why are you, as a top expert, adding all these generic and low quality activities? You could actually be opening up more questions around your profile by adding more generic and low quality activities. So you can meet more criteria, but actually do damage to your profile. So these are just 3 things you should definitely not do. And these are 3 things that EB1A profile building is not. EB1A profile building is about showing how you've risen to the top of your field. It's about doing activities. It's about doing outreach that then leads to activities where you can then show that you've risen to the top of your field. That is the focus of EB1A profile building, not all of the things that I just mentioned.